There we go. Live streaming in Vert and horizontal now. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and we are coming in a little bit later than normal. We had a outing here today. Hang on. I just realized I'm missing some lights around here. That one, and that one will help. Oh, I'm missing. Hi, Debbie. Hang on. I'm missing a power bank. Hang on. What the fuck? That was so weird. My phone decided to take over. All right. All right. So we got the lights and stuff. We got the thing on. I am joined by my wife. It has been an evening where I've had about, I don't know, a few wines. And yeah, we barely made it in. I've been setting up to try to get this all together. And yeah, it made us a little bit late. So anyways, hi. Oh. So it has been crazy around here. Obviously, we have had a little duration where we were gone last week. We had a pop-up sale event going on down in the city. And though we might have been able to kind of squeaked in the way we did here today, it would have been really kind of hard to. And we'd have been up super early the next morning, so it probably would not have worked out very well. So yeah. But we're back now. Kind of organized, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. And we had the whole crowd all like wishing us luck and waving us off. That was like really kind of cool. We even had one of them, I don't know how she was related, approach us and like, I just saw you guys' post on Facebook and you make stuff and how cool is that? And, like really took me off guard, like holy cow. Yes, I make stuff. I've been making stuff for a long time. That was pretty neat.
The birthday girl's younger sister.
Oh, right on. The stall went really, really well. We sold a bunch of stuff, met a lot of nice people, had a lot of fun. The stall was awesome. I started making keychains, and those right out the gate had started being a hot seller. So while I was there, I was frantically making more, and that was fun. That kept us really active, or at least kept me active. Right. Yeah. So my new craft came and visited us. That was fun. And then she took a video that apparently somebody else had taken a look at that video and was like, they thought it was weird. They said they thought it looked like I was sneaking up on me or something. A little change of perspective than what everybody's used to seeing. So. Yeah, so the first day we had a pretty good amount of people come through on the Friday. Saturday, it kind of rained early in the day, and so that kind of threw off people venturing out, I guess. But Sunday was a really, really good day. Had a lot of people come in. Yeah.
Wasn't Debbie on horizontal a moment ago?
Um, Yay. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to make a keychain and a bag for Mandy's sister. That's gonna be. I got like so much work now to do. It's not even funny. I like felt like I was ahead of things for a little bit, but now suddenly I feel like I'm swamped with work. The other. I'm trying to remember which one was that one. My mind. Did I mention I had 4 or 5 glasses of wine?
I mean,
I
five
don't
or six.
remember. Which custom order did we have? Why am I blanking out here?
One. The white and yellow one.
Oh, the white and yellow one from the guy. Okay, yeah. So the out of all the people who volunteered to help rescue those kids in Thailand when they got stuck in the cave, only one was taken from Singapore, and that dude was at our event selling his books. And yeah, I'm okay. You know, when it comes to wine versus how much I weigh, that's yeah, I'm winning that one. So anyways, yeah, the dude that helped save those kids in Thailand, he was there selling some books and wanted a special order from me. In fact, he wants to potentially have me make a whole boatload of bracelets for the temple where he practices. But yeah, he was a pretty cool dude. I should probably get a hold of him here soon. Let him know I got my number and stuff. I got his card pinned up over here. So yeah, pretty cool dude. He wanted a white and yellow bracelet. I can't help but to think that thing's just going to get so dirty. But yeah, that had me, oh my God, that had me working so hard on Sunday. I wanted to be able to deliver it to him in person. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, Douglas was a neat dude. Right on. If you had just gone over there to his table, he would have talked your ear off. Douglas Yeo. He's the guy that helped rescue the kids in Thailand when they got trapped in the cave. Kind of a celebrity in his own rights there. Yeah, it was pretty cool. YEO. Yeah. 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 So we were off at a birthday party here earlier this evening, and we, on top of having a lot of wine, I've also had a lot of little sugary treats. So that also might be part of my energetic nature. Trying to think what other fun things went on. It's been a little while since I've been here talking to you guys. Um,
We had a staycation after
we
the
did.
sale.
So yeah, the following Monday, right after having a weekend of going crazy, Mandy had it's not really as much of a staycation when it's actually a working type event. So they gave us a little tour of the hotel and showed us the stuff. And they had like a lot of cool stuff. Like I really wanted to go they had like a sauna and like a hot pool or the cold shower thing that seemed like it'd be a great way to relax. But there was no time to actually take advantage of any of the things. The best we could do was basically enjoy a couple cocktails and then a nice big dinner, which was really good. But yeah, I don't know. I would have enjoyed it a lot more if we had had just a bit more time. Give the kitty some loves. Yeah, so we had what was a bit of a little getaway immediately afterwards, although that seemed like a bunch of work. Oh man. Oh, we were. So back to the event. So the pop sale. As the pop sale was coming to a close, we had two friends that had come to visit, and I tell you what, with their help, we had the whole thing broken down in about 15, 20 minutes. I don't know if you guys saw any of the pictures that we posted from the place, but we had a lot of stuff set up, including the big project, and the whole thing came down like so quickly. It was amazing. Oh, speaking of those keychains, there's a bunch of keychains now in my shop. So akaawol.com/shop. And there's a bunch of cool keychains in there right now. So yeah, you guys should check those out. Also, there are some kumi braided with like that silky floss. Like, what's it called?
Satin?
Satin. There's those satiny kind of bracelets that Mandy have made it to the shop. We have more coming. Keep an eye out this week if I can get around to doing a lot of photography. There'll be even more bracelets coming into the shop that Mandy has made. So, yeah, lots of cool, exciting stuff going on over there. They're very cool.
Wait, are you talking about the hotel or the
Crafts,
the
I think.
bracelets?
Think she's talking about your crafts there, Sweetie Bee.
Mm. Just shiny.
Yeah, they have, when the light hits some of them, it has that tiger eye effect. You know, like how when you look at a tiger eye stone in a ring and you like tilt it. Yeah. Yeah, those are pretty cool too. We have a couple dragon scale bracelets left. Those are going in the shop soon. Yeah, surprised how many of those actually sold while we were there.
I'm getting more beads to make the one that my new craft friend wants. I might just get more and make more of those.
Right.
Since they do seem very popular.
I know mine is around here somewhere, but I suddenly don't know where. Yeah, but isn't a dragon lady, isn't that like generally like regarded as being bad? Like when I think of movie references to the dragon ladies, it's usually all my bracelets are around my mic stand, and for the life of me, I don't know where my mic stand is. Because I would show you one of the dragon scale bracelet the Mandy made for me. I don't know where it is. I'm really confused. Like since I moved the microphone up higher, I didn't need the stand, so it got moved. Oh, I see it. Cool. Something's really weird. My music keeps trying to go to other things. So let's see if I can. I don't know how clear this is going to come through, but this is the dragon scale one. So it it looks ferocious, but it feels really nice on the skin. The way that the scales kind of work. And then this is one of the other kind. So this one's pretty neat. But yeah. Yeah, my wife does good work. It's all good. My only point to that was it's not necessarily the compliment you think it is, but it sells stones pretty cool. Whoa. I just wrote down a note for myself because, you know, moments of clarity are fleeting for me. I flung my pen across the desk when I was done, somehow managed to click on my mouse, which changed up my Spotify. I don't know how I managed that one, but that was not my intent. Well, thank you. Yeah. Oh man, I sold one of my bigger rainbow bags, the rainbow with white. That thing, I was really pleased that that one sold. The lady, she's like, she came back. She's like, nope, I'm taking that, and she took the the other bag, the one that's like there was like a purple color going all the way around, and then all the colors, the rainbow. That was well, I made it during the live stream, so most of you guys probably have seen that one. She came and picked up 2 of them. It was amazing. Made me so happy. Yeah, the purple with the rainbow one. That one went to the same lady that took the big white one. The white one that looks sort of like fractal. That so neat fact about that one. It looks like the pattern repeats itself like 6 times, but it doesn't. It only repeated itself 3 times because it's like a short up, down, up, and then a long down and up, and repeats from there. So yeah, it's like when you get to really studying it, you discover that it's a lot more difficult than it at first appears to be. And so for like the longest time, I really thought that one was kind of underrated. Okay, hang on. I can do that. My website, my portfolio, Rapunzel's. Park Avenue leads to Skid Row. Wait. Are you kidding me? It's not. Oh, there. All right. Now, where is that bag? So, if you look at these big squares here, this is like a short dip right there between the green down to the dark blue, back up to the red. And then the dip comes way down in the next set. So yeah, that one. That bag sold. Like I said, I honestly couldn't imagine how that thing could have lasted as long as it did without selling, because it's so intensely cool. And yeah, it was so much work. The writing's on the wall. We are youth gone wild. And then the other bag, just in case for anybody wondering. Desktop. This was the other one that sold. The crazy rainbowish one. That was the other one that sold. I think there's actually somebody else bought some other ones, but that was that one particular sale really sticks out of my mind. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I was talking to her about how tension and stuff works. She was talking to me a little bit about it and talked about how bracelets curl. I explained the science behind that. Yeah, I not only taught her about how to tie knots a little bit better, I was teaching her how she apparently, while trying to do some videos, she has held the phone in her mouth and tried to like do the work in front of the camera, and then gets out of frame, all kinds of trouble. So I turned her on to the shop where I get my camera gear things, as well as the software to be able to do it, to where you can watch on this computer what you're doing while your phone is in a position where you can't necessarily see the screen so well. So yeah, I expect to see some cool stuff from her one day. But not before she's got to get a hold of me, because I did not get her Instagram or whatever else. When I told her if she had more questions, she's welcome to contact me. She's like, "Yeah, I'm already following you on Instagram. If I have questions, I'll message you." Okay, kind of cool. Hmm. Anything else exciting? I can't think of what else we've done. Nothing really, right?
Ton of work since we got home.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, and I got myself a new workout bench. So I'm trying to be a little bit healthier. Doing a little bit more physical workouts. I already had the dumbbells. This just makes it easier to do a bunch more exercises. Oh yeah, that hotel had a really cool workout room, and I never got around to doing that because I forgot to bring stuff. Oh, nice. So my new craft, how did you use something other than just the cotton? The problem with using cotton string and beads is unless the hole is like perfectly sanded out, it will like rip at the cotton fibers and it can destroy it within weeks. That was the problem I had. I did a wristwatch that didn't last. Yeah. Yeah, it can go it if the beads are really great quality and well smoothed out and everything, it shouldn't be too bad. But like if there's just even the smallest burr and those beads are moving around, it'll just shred cotton. That's why I use it's like synthetic. They call it catgut, but it's the stuff you use for like sewing up leather. Right. Are you talking about the white bracelet with the blue beads in the middle of the wavy line things? Look like little eyes or something? That was way cool. Yeah. Yeah, some wax cords are really durable, really resilient. Really depends though. Something takes. Yeah, I was kind of concerned I was going to come in here tonight after, glasses of wine and just start having horrible mistakes made. But it's this pattern. Like this pattern is, if there's ever was a pattern that I could be half out of it and still able to carry on, it's probably this one. Knock on wood. But yeah, like I'm just charging in at this thing and it's just coming along really, really well. All right. Good night, Manucraft. Have a good one. I really like this overall pattern that's coming out. Like normally, like they close off on either side. It doesn't get elongated like this. But I just thought this would make for a better look, considering the pattern is going along so far. Of course, by having done it this way, I've kind of made it so that way a lot of the colors run out kind of one right after the other. So replacing the string is not going to be as easy. Still a good looking pattern. Oh, there's a tennis game on tonight, isn't there? Not for a little while, though, right?
No, I think
Say what?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. And that's the final match?
The third and fourth placing, then the final.
Oh, okay. Oh. All the Christmas decoration videos are all done and available to any of the YouTube members. You can just go into like my YouTube homepage and you can go check those out. They're all in there, all 12 different designs. I did the 12 ornaments for the Christmas holiday season, and they all become public starting in November. But they're all done. They're all made. Oh, it was pretty funny. So the first night when we did the pop-up thing, I wore the shirt that's basically the design of the big project. And it was so funny where people were looking at it and like, it kind of looks like your work. And then the sudden realization, wait a second, I recognize those are the same things. And then somebody actually had to put their hand to touch the shirt, like, because they thought maybe I had actually made it out of like really big string. And like this shirt really was in like a lot of little knots. Like, no, 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 it's just an image. It's been printed. But yeah, that was pretty hilarious. Like the overall response to that shirt was just like, wait a minute, what is that? That was pretty cool. Oh, I know what we should try. Let me see. Do. There. Hang on, let me finish this row. Okay, everybody, get ready. Pay attention real quick. I'm going to switch over to just me. Who can guess what the shirt was about? Like, this is like an age test here. Who's old enough to remember that? By the way, I love this shirt. Even if most people don't recognize the 53. Kind of. The last movie did actually feature this car and an Indy 500. That might be the newest reference to it, but yeah, kind of. That was with Lindsay Lohan. Wow, Debbie, you're making me feel much older than you. I fell in love with this particular thing back in the 70s. Long, long before it was in Indy, it was the rally races, which I don't know where those are held, but they look brutal. Yeah, it was. So my shirt is after Herbie the Love Bug, and then there was Herbie Rides Again, and there was a few more. Herbie Goes Bananas, and then whatever the Herbie was, where he was in the Indy 500 with Lindsay Lohan. That was the last one, which makes me kind of feel like they can't do it again because they ripped out the old engine and put a big old V8 in there. And yeah, it's kind of really highly altered the bug. Yeah, I'm old enough. Herbie was like, when those movies were coming out, we were going to like the drive-in as a kid to go watch those, or at the movie theaters or whatever. Just Herbie was like a big thing. And like, if it was coming on TV, I was watching it. I would watch it again right now. I remember like in Herbie Goes Banana, I think it was Herbie Goes Bananas, where there was a Mexican kid that kept calling him Ocho. And finally somebody breaks down and asks him why Ocho. And it's because 5 is 8. Lily, I don't know how you can watch 3 live streams at once, but that's impressive. Hi. I guess you could do that on a computer. Yeah, Herbie was the best. Back when films were a little bit silly and Disney was flexing their magic. Like, Disney seriously went way out of their way to make those shows really like wow. Like the car squirted oil at somebody, or like the way that the car snuck around really slow and creepy and stuff. Are you jumping from one stream to the other, Lily? What are you doing? I see. Yes, you did. You went from vertical to horizontal. Gotcha. Hello. No, I don't remember that. It seems like something I should know. Man, now I'm like thinking all nostalgic movies. Like there are so many. The the heck was that? It's 2300 over here. Um, the Shaggy DA. Oh my god. And Flubber. The original Flubber, not that remake, whatever. That one wasn't cool. $16,654. 16 is 4 p.m. Wow. Yeah. It's 11 o'clock at night where we are. A horse is a horse, a course is a course, unless he is one that you can. Yeah, yeah. I remember Mr. Ed. Yeah. Hi, Nexuia. Yeah, Flubber was amazing. Like the original one, and with the basketball team bouncing all over the place. That was great stuff. Dude put some in his car and ended up flying around the DC area. Almost got shot down. Right on. Ooh. I think so. I think so. That there's like a part of my brain that's like, yeah, you've seen that. But the rest of my brain is like, I don't remember anything about it though. Speaking of the ghost, didn't they make a movie out of about the haunted house like they have at Disney World? I haven't actually seen that. I should see that. The haunted house was like one of my favorite rides at Disney World. I just think that was really cool. Yeah. Some new stuff for me to watch while I'm on my exercise bike, I'm sure. So that's how I get around the whole like the need to be working. So now I still have the need to be working, but if I'm working out, then I can go ahead and treat myself to a little something to watch. I don't feel so bad then. Yeah, I work out pretty much 6 days a week. The seventh day, I go out of the house and I get my steps in, do a lot of walking, like between 10 and 14,000 steps typically. I mean, I guess there's some that go a little higher, but usually not by much. Okay, Debbie, do you remember the strongest man in the world? And I think Dex was also in the smartest, was it called the smartest man in the world? I just remember that like the actor was like a famous actor. Hang on, we'll turn my phone back on so I can look up who did that. Or actually, honey, can you take a look and see who was the strongest man in the world in the Disney movie of that title? Who is the lead role? I'm pretty sure it's the same guy that's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah. We've had 191 visitors over on the vertical stream. That's pretty cool. Oh man. Oh, there was a so where we live, the buildings start like on the second floor, and the ground floor is they call it a void deck. It's basically where they can hold gatherings of various sorts, or kids can play, or just whatever. There's like a whole bottom floor of our building is open for the public, and on occasion they'll have a funeral down there, and they did for the last few days. There's been a funeral going on, but this morning, first thing in the morning, there was a small band. I'm guessing 3 or 4 people in this little band making a heck of a lot of noise. Which is kind of the point. They're supposed to be there to like wake the dead in case, that's possible, which it's not because the person's already embalmed. So it's like trying to do something weird with an old tradition that's not a thing anymore. I don't know. Anyways, band playing really loud first thing in the morning explains why I'm so tired right now, because normally on Saturdays I try to sleep in so I am full of energy in the evening, but that didn't work out so much today. So I kind of have a funny feeling that I'll be sleeping in really good tomorrow. Ugh. Hello, Aurora. How many different versions of hello do we have? What's a henlo?
Dougie. Yellow.
I can't believe we're almost like, what, 10 minutes away from the puzzle game. Give me a chance to stretch for a minute. Okay, so. I feel like there's a part of my brain that's just like, drink caffeine, must wake up. Cool. I went all the way across. Got this kind of moving. So hang on. Let me move the camera over. About there, I guess. I'm gonna go back to this side. And yeah, if I don't move the camera over, then the vertical stream can't see it very well. Okay, so we got a couple people over on the vertical. If you're on the vertical, come join us over on the horizontal, which is like the regular kind of screen. Even if you're on like a mobile device, it'll look a little bit better. You'll see a little bit more. You can stand to win stuff from the different competitions. We got like a secret word game and the chat game going on. And in just a few more minutes, we're gonna have the puzzle game, which is just for the fun of it. But the puzzle game basically breaks up the screen into a bunch of little pieces and moves them all over the place, and you guys try to put it back together. So it's kind of cool. Nope, Fizzle's coming up momentarily. Hey, Robert. Morning. The Pizzle is about 2 minutes away from happening. Aw, that's sweet. I have to admit, I kind of came home on Saturday night. It was like I could almost kind of do this. But then it was like I'll never get up for Sunday morning, and I had to go back. I am Robert. I am making spats because I got these really cool white um, um, Doc Martens, but they're short. They're not boots, and I'm going to make spats to go over the top of them to make them look extra cool. All right, let me go get this puzzle thing ready. Where's my? Nope, that's. I need this one in the puzzle game. Right. All right. it's kind of complicated, but yeah, it's there'll be a web page or something made. Hey. Whoa, Mandy won. Good job, Sudie. Just String Things always wins.
We got really efficient there near the end.
Yeah, you guys weren't like, oh no, freaking out and putting the other one in, and yeah.
We were actually working together for a change.
Nice. Yeah, it's nice when you girls can all get along and work effectively. There was a while there I didn't think anybody else could ever possibly win. See if I can find. You're still there, Robert. Hang on. I'm going to show you a photo. If I still can find them. Ah. So basically, I need to make the two pieces of fabric come together like this, and then it goes around the shoe like that. And those are the white Doc Martens. So yeah. There is a way to turn off the puzzle. And then it says something about being disappointed. It like has a pop-up message saying I'm disappointed that I actually had to stop the puzzle for you, which I thought was hilarious, and I left that in. So how is the fill? Basically, it's like, I'm not mad at you for not completing the puzzle, but I'm just disappointed. Oh man, so we were at that birthday party here tonight, right? When the sister of Mandy's aunt comes over and like, hey, I just noticed you guys have, the string hobby over, on a post from Facebook. And, so how did your event go? And just all this stuff. Like, I don't recognize this woman from any other family functions or whatever. So to have her just kind of come up and be like, hey, I know what you make. and want to talk about it, just took me so off guard. Like, I wasn't sure if, like, you know, do I kind of like, no, I do other stuff too, or do I just go ahead and tell her that, yeah, I'm pretty well absorbed by tying knots and like making videos and things. Wow, that's crazy. Just string things. Yeah, I kind of hate the whole non-skippable ad things, but typically they're about as long as what the skippable ad is, so whatever. Um, I don't remember which keychain. Oh, yeah, similar pattern. Yes, kind of similar. Yes, very similar. Yeah, Robert tuned in to one of the member-only streams where I was behind the scenes putting together stuff. All those keychains, by the way, are now in the shop, so you can go check out if you want a keychain. They turned out really cool. There's going to be a lot more stuff going into the shop here soon. I essentially have to set up a whole like photo shoot for all the different stuff. Because Mandy's got a lot of bracelets that she made. And I want them in the shop so everybody can have a look-see. And oh, and since Robert and Phil weren't around earlier to see this, this is the kind of stuff that Mandy's making. So this one, we kind of refer to this as having like a dragon scale because it looks like that. And then these ones are just small beads that go into ink the intense little patterns that Mandy comes up with. This one is supposed to look like it just kind of fades from one color to the other. But she's got some where it's got like flowers in it and all kinds of stuff. And this one, it has the magnetic clip, which I didn't care as much for. It seems to work great for her, but for me, I get it snagged on stuff so it comes off. But we have these other clips that are much better. They like, I don't know how it works, but they work really cool. They're really strong.
It's like a pin and a hole thing, and pin goes through the hole.
Right. And then these ones, like you have to screw them together. So a little hard to put on by yourself, but yeah, way cool. Cool. Yeah, I was talking earlier about having the weights. So back when I was younger, I tore something in my shoulder, and it's always made doing kind of workouts that involve the shoulder. It kind of it's a slippery slope. Like I can kind of do light weights, but every once in a while I would screw up, try to do a little bit too much, and then spend months in pain. So I'm basically back to the workouts, but I am sticking to a low weight regimen, so that way I can kind of build things up without hurting myself. Because yeah, if I really mess it up, I won't be able to tie knots, and that would pretty much screw up all my videos and plans and everything. So please tell me, please tell me. Slipping up my clothes. It's possible because I'm being really quiet. I'm like singing along to the song that's on Spotify right now, which is Lit, my own worst enemy. I'm being sort of quiet. My brain is out to lunch. Went to a birthday party right before the stream. We had to rush out of there. Had everybody giving us like a yay, goodbye as we were going, which was really cool. Like the whole everybody at the party was like kind of rooting for us.
People make a grand entrance, we make a grand exit.
Yeah. I've never seen so many people happy to see me leave. Almost made it to the cake. They were busy taking bunches of pictures with the cake, moving it around and doing weird things. Oh, and another funny thing about tonight's dinner was there was a lot of fancy stuff being served. but I wanted nothing of it. Because it's very, very Chinese meals, and not like the Chinese meals like you get in an American place, because those, I'm sorry, that's not Chinese. So yeah, I they made arrangements so I could have like a fried rice, and while everybody else had everything, all this other stuff. And I gotta admit, that plate they gave me, that was quite the serving. Holy smokes. And the funny part was they thought it was for my wife. I mean, have you guys seen her? Do you think she's going to eat like a monstrous plate of stuff? Like, what? That was weird. She's like, no, 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 it's for him. Yeah, Chinese street food is a whole different ball game. Oh man. Now you got me thinking about Thai street food. That's where it's at. A little fried chicken out on the side of a motorcycle. Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, I even found out there's a weird thing. So, if Phil, if you're still around here, maybe you can remember. Do you remember going to a Chinese restaurant and there being something called egg foo young? Because I was all excited coming to Singapore, Chinese food and all. I loved egg foo young. I thought that was like some amazing stuff. Turns out egg foo young is only available in the Southeast Michigan area, basically in and around the Detroit area. Don't know how that came about or why, but it's not Chinese. No. Mandy's mom was really nice. She took a look at the recipe and was like, no, that's not Chinese, but I can make it. So she made it, but she made like a big ass dish. I think she was intending like more than just me eating it. And it was so good, but I thought this was supposed to be like a me portion. Like she just made a big whatever. And kinda, yeah. Except for it's like a rice dish with like a omelette-y thing to it. Like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. But yeah. So she makes up this big, huge dish. I think I'm expected to eat the whole thing. And I do. And then I'm wondering why I'm feeling so like bloated and dying. There was like 8 eggs in this thing, along with rice and other stuff. Like it was a huge, huge portion. And yeah. Yeah, it is egg based. It's got like rice and gravy to it and eggs, and yeah, you can find a recipe online. Like I said, Mandy's mom had made it.
2 hours later.
Yeah. But they don't even really call it egg foo young. It's like it is, but it isn't.
No, it is. They do call it that. The fried rice stalls call it that. It's a Cantonese dish. But
Right, okay.
it's not a one dish meal. It doesn't, you eat it with rice, but it doesn't come on top of rice with a gravy.
Right. See, the gravy is what makes it awesome because no matter if they how dried out they make the eggs, the gravy puts the moisture back and makes it all right. So it makes it one of those bulletproof meals. Like, no matter how bad the Chinese restaurant is, they really can't screw up the egg foo young. Yeah, brown meaty. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can be kind of different from like place to place. Like some of the beverages that you can get here in Singapore, if you go across the border and go into Malaysia and getting like the same kind of sodas, whether it's like they have this one that's like an isotonic drink called H2O. You go over to Malaysia and order the same drink, it comes out way sugarier, like sweetened way more. A lot of the
And
drinks.
it's like a sickly sweet.
Yeah, it's like it's. I don't typically mind sweet, but it's like almost too much for even me. So yeah, once it's weird because like we're two nations that are neighbors to each other, but like the way that they do stuff is so different. And even if some of their food dishes can be like, nope, you've done something to that. That's not the same. A lot more sugars, a lot more salt. Okay. But China's got good tea. Well, China's got a lot of different variety when it comes to tea.
Yes, but they don't do like black tea. Their black teas are oolong based, not like a
What's the
Ceylon tea
what's
based.
What's the big bricks that they do for tea? The big
Those are
round.
typically, yeah. It's just the type of leaf. They do oolong and a few different things, green base, but they don't do like English breakfast tea.
Right.
That
No,
the
but they
black
have
tea.
but I thought the big brick was a black tea.
It is, but it's oolong.
Why is it every time you say that I think of Phil Collins?
Basically, a different tea variety.
There is something in the air tonight. Oolong. I can see it coming in the air tonight. No. That sounds hilarious. Mandy does a tea that's basically an espresso form of tea. Mind blowing. But I can't complain. I'm the one that invented it, so. We're playing around with this powdered tea and my coffee maker. Oh. At least they didn't say they put the tea and the water in the microwave to heat it that way. Just using the microwave to heat up the water, not so bad. But if you put the tea in with it, then that would be. So is oolong tea still made from the same tea plant?
Yes. Might be different cultivars, but same tea plant, just treated differently. It's withered instead of fermented.
That's the same path I took with coffee. I used to have milk in my coffees and then eventually got to where I didn't need it. Eventually didn't need sugar either. But in America, they don't use kettles like what we have. I've never seen a kettle like we have at anybody's house in America.
So on the stove?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what we used to do before electric kettles became popular.
Right. We had the kettle that
The
you put on
whistling
the stove,
kettle.
the whistles. Yep. For me, green tea, Arizona's green tea. Yeah, man. The big fat can goes down. Oh, I love that one. I found you can't find that most of the places here in Singapore, but a couple of weeks ago while I was in the city, I found a store that had it, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah. The Arizona iced tea, I think, has honey. It's so good. Ooh. More important than which tea, which alcohol goes best with the right tea. Because it's not just about the tea, you have to have the right kind of alcohol to go. I'm somehow thinking like Seagram 7 with a green tea. There you go. That actually might work. All right. Oh, wait. Speaking of mocha, wait, isn't... Does anybody remember, oh, what was it called? Nice. What was international coffees or international something? Little tin cans, like they were kind of rectangular shape, but then like the top had like a circle thing that popped off. Grab up a spoonful of this, and it would make a coffee-like drink. Does anybody else remember this? I don't even know if they still make this stuff, but oh my god, that could have made a good drink. Is it international coffees? International mocha. Anybody remember these? International Cafe. These little boxes. My mom used to make this stuff up. It's probably what it's like not far away from being like a hot cocoa, but it's coffee. It's yeah. Yeah, that stuff. It was like a hot cocoa, but with coffee. It's what introduced me to coffee and made me like coffee. Ah, that stuff was so good. And that stuff would go good with like a whiskey. Really? My thing in the headphones tried to say what Mandy had said, and it said Ikra.
Ikra?
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, right?
I wonder if you ask ChatGPT for recipes for mixing alcohol with tea, if it would actually give you any decent combinations to try. I kind of feel like that's one of those things that could be a little bit risky, but could have a hell of a payout, you know? Um, that one that the guy busted up against the other guy's head in that really famous video. The wait, you're not saying the Long Island ice, the Long Island.
Except that the Long Island iced tea has 0 tea in it.
Yeah, Long Island iced tea has no tea. But I heard rumor. So yeah, I gotta tell you the story. This story is hilarious. I heard rumor that bars cannot serve you more than 3 Long Island iced teas because there is so much alcohol involved that 3 is the legal limit before they have to cut you off at the bar. So one hot summer day, I took a long walk up to the mall, and I went into the bar and looked at the thing, and I saw Long Island iced tea, and I'm like, heck yeah, let me get a Long Island iced tea. So I drank it down, and it went down really quick and easy. I'm like, okay, I don't feel anything, but that's fine. So I ordered a second one, and I drank it, and these weren't cheap. Like this is like, you know, a $12-14 drink, and I put down 2 of them, and I feel nothing. Now, mind you, it was very hot on my way there, and I don't know. But then I got up to go use the restroom, and some asshole took the floor and started making it kind of go all wobbly, and yeah, I struggled to make it to the toilet and back. That's why I decided, yeah, 2 is enough for me. Yeah, the tiles on the floor, like the black and white tiles, they just seem to be doing this whole like. And because I had walked to the mall, I had to walk home. All that was entertaining. It was about 2 miles of a walk. So yeah, it was a challenge. It probably took me, I don't know, 30. Right? Like, it probably took me, what, maybe 20-30 minutes to get there. It probably took me an hour to get home. So, like, you know, the time difference was staggering. Right. No, it's like 5 different kinds of white liquor and just enough Coca-Cola to make it look the color of tea. That's a Long Island iced tea. It's like rums and, but they go
Vodka,
down really
rum,
good.
gin, tequila, triple sec,
Yep.
and cola.
Yep. All the clear ones. Right. Beer before liquor, never been sicker. I've also heard it said, beer before liquor, just man up, don't be such a little wuss. I don't know. I don't know. Um, so beer with a shot of whiskey is called a Boilermaker, and that's another one of those drinks that is, yeah, those are like limited as to how many the bar can legally serve you, because those are the reason. Okay, like alcohol in general, like 30, 40 proof and higher, right, all the way up to like Bacardi 151. But beer is like what, 3% to 8%. I think like one of the highest beers is maybe 12%. But when you drop the whiskey in there, you're making the beer suddenly like a lot more alcohol, and it's the fizziness of the beer that like pumps it into your bloodstream. That's why beer generally can mess you up just like a whiskey would. But yeah, when you mix the two, yeah, that's just cruising for bruising.
So poetic.
But like beer can get you pretty messed up really kind of quick, right? That's just because it's got that fizz to it. It puts it into your bloodstream. That's why it's usually like one can of beer versus one shot of whiskey kind of equates it to being similar, although one has a lot more alcohol to it. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Ish, the bubbles. The bubbles tickle the insides. Yeah. Wait, how far behind is Debbie? Oh no, breakfast booze can be the best. You have to have the like a mudslide to start your day with like mudslide with coffee. You don't get a whole lot done, but you also don't care. Oh, that one, yeah. Nice. uh, Thank you, Robert. See you soon. Whittling Oyster? That's a fun name. You don't know what the U is for, but cool name. Kudos for that. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start at the right side again. Thanks. It's actually it's gonna be a bit bigger than just a bracelet. Oh, right on. Oh, this is going to be a set of spats, like the things that go over your shoes to make your shoes look cooler than they really are. Kinda. It's a variation, but yes. Yeah, so it's in the arrowhead family for sure, but it changes directions and sort of has like a almost a yin and yang effect to it. So oh, right on. It takes practice. No. No, I think Robert went away.
He went poof.
He went poof. I do have this this pattern over on my website, AKAAWOL.com, if you're interested. Of course, I don't have the link to it off the top of my head. Wait, it might actually be in the description. Is it? Hang on, give me a second. I'm going to take a look and see if I have the live. Not there. No, I don't have a link to it in either in the video, so I'm sorry. But yeah, somewhere over on AKAAWOL is the pattern to this. I know because I went to great lengths to make sure that I put the pattern in there in case anybody wanted to see it. And of course, it would have been smarter if I'd like put the link in whatever, but whatever. I'm here at the same time each week. Really? Making the knots tight, you just kind of have to tighten it at the very end. When you're dragging them up, you keep it loose until it gets right to the end, and then you just snug it up pretty good. Yeah, that would be bad. You can't have loose knots. Yeah, it's... Mind you, I've been doing this a long time. There you go. Look at that. You're already learning how to do better after just watching me for a few minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, because if you drag it up, like really pull at it while you're dragging this up, you will make the strings get all frayed and then possibly even snap. So yeah, that turns into all kinds of troubles. Right on. It's kind of cool when you get an idea on how to do something. You already have the string ready to go. That's awesome. Um, when is Halloween? It's like in the middle of the week, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I still,
It's a Thursday.
yeah. Seems kind of weird to do a Halloween thing in November. Otherwise, it'd be the 26th. Yeah, it's like at a really weird time. Oh man, do I know that feeling? Just string things. Yeah, I have to have my pills in the daily sorted things because, yeah, I can't tell unless I start to get really like stupid groggy in the afternoon. Then it's like, oh man, I missed it, didn't I? Like if the brain fog just comes in really, really hard, it's like, oh man, I haven't taken my meds, have I? Yeah, I knew October. I just didn't know which day of the week because basically I live stream on Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Singapore time, which I have no idea what time that is for you, but it's almost 1 in the morning here. Well, 1:45 right now. So yeah. Yeah, you gotta stick with routines. If you have ADHD, you have to make routines. Like even if you have to have somebody, like I'm lucky, my wife helps me keep my meds filled. Because if she didn't, I would be lost, and I know that I would be lost. And yeah, because that can go really bad if you double dose. Yeah. I mean, it's less bad if you don't take it, but it's still that can be kind of a problem as well. I'm like, why did the thing just say it to me in my ears so weird? I'm like, oh, she really spelt that weird. Okay, got it. My pharmacist. I like the farm assist. No, I don't think we're doing Halloween this year just because it comes at a weird time. On a weird way.
Oh, and Halloween coincides with Deepavali as well.
Valley, yes. The darkest night of the year. The Festival of Light. Ugh. Oh, if you guys haven't seen it, the schedule is up for this week. I'll be live streaming on Tuesday and Thursday and pretty much off for the rest of the days and back with the same old live stream on Saturday. I just need some time to get the office together. We've been away and just doing craziness for the whole week or whatever. So I need the next couple days, clean up the office, get things organized and ready while I try to figure out what I'm going to be working on next. So by Tuesday, there should be some kind of plan. I think that's the plan. The plan is to have a plan. That's the plan. I don't know why her eyes are rolling, because she's part of the plan. My sinuses are starting to close up on me. I hate it. Hang it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. That's better. I need some more patterns for the blindside creations. That would be a fun one to do again. I kind of hope that Squiddling Oyster comes back at some point to say whether or not the advice helped him to get the tension better or not. Like, I want to hear that there was a happy ending for that. Discovers like a whole new lease on nodding, gets better, gonna, you know, make some cool stuff. That'd be awesome. That was right. I'm like, I like, okay. The one Celtic pattern that I've done that I think turned out well is one of the bags. And that's way more than double. That thing is like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times around. Actually, I'm really shocked that that one didn't sell at the pop-up event. A lot of people kind of looked at it, thought it was neat. Maybe I should redo that one again, but in different colors, and just to see if it's the colors that keep that one from going. Because the colors on that one was super difficult, because I was trying to go for a look of like brass that has kind of aged and get that patina to it, like, which is hard to do, because basically I like doubled up string but 2 different colors. So yeah, and that might not sound difficult, but try to figure out how you're going to add string to that. All right, guys, it's about that time. Let me just pull up the schedule here really quick. I said that we're going to be live streaming on Tuesday and Thursday, and back here again Saturday night, 10 p.m. Singapore time. So, yeah, definitely come check all that out. And before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members for helping to make all of this stuff possible. Without their help, I wouldn't have all the string, and basically they help motivate me to keep me going. So thank you guys so much for your support. It's definitely makes my day. And yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.